Hey everybody, welcome to the Infinite Regression. This is the compendium of all the secrets you've been sticking in the back of your mind, waiting, hoping that you'll never have to face them again, but yet, here they are. Here they are. Just hanging out here where you least expected them. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna have another thing, like we do. It's the weekend for me for a while because it's summer. Anyway, time for some weekend type fun. You know the kind. It's Weekend Type Fun Volume 9. Yes, we've been at this for 9 weeks, and even though this is Thursday, it's not Friday, it's Thursday. But every day feels like a day in the weekend when it's summertime, and yeah, I have to try hard not to celebrate them like they're a weekend day, 'cause that would be terrible for my brain type bits. Anyway, we're gonna do what we do. It's Weekend Type Fun Volume 9. We gotta do the thing. Gotta do that voice we always do. Hey, wait, stupid. One of these times, I'm not gonna have downloads when I'm trying to do the thing. What I swear to God, it's gonna happen. Anyway, let's do that voice that we never forget to do. Weekend Type Fun Volume 9. That's strong start. Anyway, and now the theme song. You know it, you love it. Sing along if you know it. But I said you know it, so you're definitely singing along, right?
This has always been the theme song. This has always been the theme. This has always been the theme song. This has always been the theme.
Did you hear how discordant some of those chords were? Ugh, who wrote that mess? Anyway, pretty sure it wasn't written. Okay, now we begin with a series of apologies, because what better way to start fun of a weekend type variety than with apologies? And let me tell you, I have definitely offended many people over the course of my life, and there is no better time than this to make apologies and close the pages on some unfortunate chapters of life, because I'm making this a metaphor about life being a book. Get it? Is it clever, or do you think I should drop it? Keep it in? Okay. But should I keep this conversation that we had about it? No? Okay then. Well, I'll delete it later. No, do it before I record the episode, obviously. I'm sorry. I meant to delete that last bit and did never get around to it. Um, I'm really sorry, because the fact that I didn't delete it had nothing to do with forgetfulness or not getting around to it. Um, I kept it in on purpose in hopes that you would find its inclusion and this description of its inclusion to be funny. Is it funny? Are we having comedy yet? Has it been comedy? Have you been comedied? Would you tell me if you had been comedied? No, by me. I mean, like, somebody has comedied you in your lifetime. I get that. Like, but I don't care about them as much as I just let me know if I comedy you at any point. Make sure that you are letting me know. Just shout out real loud, I am being comedied by you right now. Like you do. This is a standard deal. Like you would do anytime you were getting comedied. Anyway, I'm just telling you things you already know, apparently. Moving on. Hey, I'm sorry for placing the burden of comedy on you when I was like, hey, shout out about your being comedied. Look, I am a consummate professional, not just a professional, a consummate one, which means a a big. It's about the largeness. A consummate. Oh, like when you consummate your relationship after a wedding. So like, I had sex with a professional, or I am a professional sexa choreographer. You've had sex with a sexa choreographer, haven't you? They're always like, and tourgite, and to the left, and plie, and hold it, and hold it. Oh, God, hold it. Releve. Anyway, wait, that would be the other way around. Anyway, yeah. Wouldn't the oh God hold it be on the releve and not the plie? Well, I mean, it depends on who's doing what to whom, I suppose, in the sexa choreography. Anyway, my brain is having fun imagining the concept that I just came up with, and we should probably leave this slide altogether, lest my brain get lost in unseemly thoughts for a gentleman such as myself pretends to be. Apology number 4. Yeah, that's right. I'm counting the last 3 as apologies. Dear little Nikki Coppola, aka Nicolas Cage, I'm sorry I never saw your bee movie. I saw the part where you were yelling about bees, but I didn't see the rest of the movie. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure the rest of the movie has anything to do with bees. And I'm sorry for not knowing whether or not there are more bees in other parts of the movie. I'm sure it's a fine movie and all. I'd just try to find time to see it, I guess. I do have a pretty full reading list. I have a pretty full viewing list. You know, my Netflix queue is quite long. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see if I see. This is what I'm saying. But I'm sorry that I haven't seen it. Anyway, moving on. Apology number 5. Oh, this one's heartfelt. This one's like for real, though. To my farts. Sorry we seem to have drifted apart. I remember the old days when I was cutting you in friends' faces and popping you on ice chests. I would laugh whenever you arrived and would even try to waft you in the direction of unsuspecting standers-by. But now I hardly seem aware of you. I let you slide out while walking, and I don't even turn my head to see if anyone noticed or not. Sometimes relationships can grow stale, but I'm committed to reigniting the magic we once had. As a matter of fact, it's been a while since I ignited you, hasn't it? You want to get ignited? You want to blue dart this piece? Yeah, we can do it. Let's do it. Like the old times. Apology number 6. Oh, I'm sure I'm the only one who needs to make this apology. Like everybody else is like, you didn't know that? Oh my God, what rock have you been hiding under? Anyway, to Victoria, the Crown Princess of Sweden, for not knowing that due to the Act of Succession of 1979, you became the heir apparent to the throne of Sweden through absolute primogeniture. It was sexist of me to assume that the heir of Karl XVI Gustav would necessarily be male. And that really is sexist of me. And you know what? It's very progressive of you, Sweden, to be like, hey, absolute primogeniture. Don't care if it's a female. Don't care if it's a male. Just care if it's first. Count it. I mean, the idea of monarchy in 2021 is laughable and weird. But if you're going to do it, at least do it like Sweden. Apology number 7. This is true. To all handsome dark-haired actors, you all look alike to me, and I seriously can't tell you apart. I try to tell you apart, but I just can't. I really try. And every time I'm watching something with my wife, and there's like one of you that's like, I'm a dark-haired, handsome actor, and I'll be like, hey, isn't that one guy? And my wife will be like, no, he's not that one guy. Are you out of your dang mind? He's definitely not that one guy. He's a different guy. And I'll have to look it up, and I'll be like, he is a different guy, and he's done a bunch of stuff that I've even seen, and I'm like, I've seen this guy. Why don't I remember him at all? Anyway, I'm sorry. It's about me not remembering, not about you not being memorable. It's t'other way around. Anyway, apology number 8 to Columbia House. Look, it's about time I came clean. I am not two very similarly named twins who live at the same house. I really only wanted 2 sets of 10 CDs for just 10 cents and not just one. So sorry if I was the one who ruined your entire business model and am the reason that you're not really going strong today. Also, I meant to tell your customer service this, but like I've got you, so like maybe you can help this find the appropriate people. But yeah, both of my last CDs for both of my accounts, for which I paid exorbitant amounts in postage, like stupid amounts of postage. Anyway, both of them I got the wrong CD. That's weird, huh? Weird, Columbia House. Okay. Apology number 9. To anyone who has ever watched an episode of this show from start to finish, including myself. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have meant this apology by this time tomorrow. Is not great. Braxton's not your best work. I will admit it's not my best work either. Sorry, buddy. Hey, but guess what? I just apologized to myself by telling me that I didn't have to watch the show. So, like, hey, that's big. I apologize to myself. I need to give myself a big hug real quick. Yeah, if you don't think that I literally just hugged myself, you don't know me at all. I did. Okay. Apology number 10. Sorry for not giving this list a proper end. Because I didn't, so whatever. Wow. The slide that should have been deleted. Holy smokes. I'm just looking at it and I'm like, yeah, I clearly changed approaches there slightly and never deleted that one. Anyway, and now promotional considerations. Because apparently some of you don't mind our programming but can't even be moved to accept the free tote bag we really want to give you in exchange for a small donation on your part. Like, seriously. Anyway, promotional considerations provided by Clay Aiken tickets. For when you definitely want a little nookie after the show. Give her Clay Aiken tickets. It's what she wants. Butt plugs, because apparently that's what you're into now. You didn't plan this, but I guess this is who you are and you just need to accept it. That's right, you're into butt plugs. Hide them well. Don't let company ever find them. Animal tail butt plugs, because it's worse than you initially thought. You went in and you were like, ooh, I can be a wolf or a fox or whatever. And you were like, no, that's crazy. I could never. And then look at what you walked out with. Ridiculous. Also, promotional considerations by speakers from a guy in a van. Because if anyone knows speakers, it's some guy who is independently wealthy enough to afford his own van. Don't see me walking around with van money. Like, psh, I have that kind of cash. So this guy definitely knows his high quality hi-fi stuff. Anyway. Also brought to you by insanely complex board games. Because we're not having fun until we're arguing over the correct interpretation of one of the game's many rules. Like, no, I do it on this part of my turn, not on that part of my turn, and it affects everyone, not just everyone who is conscious right now. Like, what? Get into some little minutia of the game that's like nobody gives a crap about. Then you win on a technicality and everybody's like, oh, well, thank God that's over. Like, by the end, they're just rooting for someone to win. They don't even care if it's them anymore. Anyway, Protestantism. Because surely God wanted you to reform his original church in a number of wildly schismatic ways. Yep, that's what he really wanted all along. He didn't get it right the first time, did he? That God, he's always making mistakes. Well, good thing we have his holy book that's like, God makes mistakes from time to time. The concept of calling sandals thongs. Yes, we see that they wedge between your toes, but you see that we're giggling every time you say something like, my thong got wet and it just flew off, right? Like, you get why we're laughing at you when you say things like that. Anyway, a subtle knowing glance. You know. You do. Don't pretend you don't know, because I know you know. I guarantee you know. And now, signs of the times. Look, I mean, if you look around, you just see so much evidence that the Lord is coming back. I mean, he is, isn't he? I mean, I couldn't possibly be wrong about that part, right? Because if I'm wrong about that, what else could I be wrong about? I can't even think of it. I'm going to stop thinking about it and start thinking about that thong. Yeah, that one. The left one. It was orange. Bet I could keep my big toe. Bet it could keep my big toe from touching my other toes. Yeah, I like that. Let me see that thong. Ooh. Yeah, that orange one. What? Somebody's just leaving their butt out in public? That's weird. Anyway, talking about thongs. Yep. So, signs of the times. Sign number 1, beards. There were lots of beards in Jesus' time. The Lord has a beard in, like, find me a picture of the Lord where he doesn't have a beard. He totally has beards. And so, like, all of a sudden, beards are it? Coincidence? Probably not. And look, this is like a hip dude, like a hip happening with it hipster type dude. Sign number 2, the fact that I think Jesus would be a hot hipster. I mean, imagine Jesus with like gauges in his ears and skinny jeans. Like, oh my God, so cute. Sign number 3, airline food. Am I right? I mean, come on. Airline food. Shoot. I'm probably the first guy to ever talk about that. Ha ha. Yeah, it's not going well, but we're going to plow on anyway. Sign number 4, Pringles. When will they have enough flavors? Look at this. Seaweed, grilled shrimp, soft shell crab, mac and cheese, bacon, ketchup, dill pickle, parmesan, and roasted garlic. I mean, that last one sounds kind of good, but like, still, it's a chip. It's not like the actual real thing of parmesan and roasted garlic, which is the beginning of a delicious, delicious meal. Anyway, sign number 5: Larry King died this year. He was a legend, and we all thought he was going to live forever, and he nearly did, as far as we know. But yeah, lived a really long time, had a really rich, full, interesting career. So anyway, he was awesome. Okay. Sign number 6. All right, Larry Bird. You're going to think about this. You're going to have to do a thought experiment. But from 1979 to 1992, Larry Bird was cash money. Like, seriously, buckets galore. He was like putting everything in. And then all of a sudden, the 1993 season rolls around and he's not scoring at all. As a matter of fact, he has not scored in the NBA since 93. Isn't that weird? I mean, it's weird, right? He was like dominant. He was the best of his generation. And then all of a sudden, nothing from him. Weird. Like, I suspect foul play, honestly. Sign number 7, Larry the Cable Guy. If you don't know why, then you're in the wrong place. And I'm sorry to tell you that. Sign number 8, no compelling wrestling superstars. Like, seriously, think about wrestling superstars right now. Like, I could see wrestling superstars. They come here from time to time, and like, I could be like, I want to see wrestling superstars. Like, I'm gonna drive slightly a little bit to go see the great wrestlers of our time, except for like, who even are the great wrestlers of our time? Like, who? Anyway, even if I'm watching the pay-per-view, I guarantee you I don't care about either guy. Like, it's just the way it is. Anyway, and last but not least, incomplete feeling when reading Signs of the Times lists. I don't know, but it always feels like there could be one more item on these Sign of the Time lists. And it's not. It's just, that's how it is. Now that's it and that's all. There is no more comedy after this, but there wasn't really even comedy before it, so you just constantly waiting around for the comedy to happen. I don't know what to tell you. Like, sorry. Okay. This program was made possible by the Igneous and Gertrudina Buttcomer Foundation and by viewers like you. Also, promotional considerations provided by Ralph Morgan's Extra Strangly Snakes, the Lonely Ass Librarians Guild, Grandpappy True Reels Foul Smelling Balms and Gruels, the one and only true God who we know to be Emmylou Harris, because obviously. This program was directed and performed by the mysterious personage. What a doof that guy is. Such a doofus. All right. And also, this was written by Braxton White Guy. He's not actually as gray as his picture leads us to believe. He uses graying creams. Yeah, you do. Shut up, Braxton. He uses graying creams. He does. Thinks he's sneaky. The theme song, we like to thank the Out of Tuners, because, they know how to sing, apparently. This has been a presentation of Non-Sober Badger Productions, A subsidiary of the large, boring sounding corporation with surprisingly questionable business practices. Lawful Asset Holdings Incorporated. A branch of the intentionally vague corporation whose purpose may never be known. The Blaine Group. And communism. Good old fashioned, down home, just like grandma used to make. Communism. Yep. It's not dead yet, suckers. Just take a good hard look. Communism. Anyway, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end. No more ridiculousness, no writing notes to myself and then making me think that it's funny, even when it's totally not, and it's kind of a pain in my own neck. Anyway, we're gonna do better next time. But yeah. So hope you enjoyed this one, and we will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.